The Philadelphia Eagles came into the NFL draft searching for speed, and that's exactly what they drafted. Not only did they draft speed throughout the entire first day, second day, third day at the wide receiver position, but they also traded for speed. I'm talking about Olympic speed. Marquise Goodwin, one of the fastest human beings on planet Earth, is now going to play receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. And when he's on the field, he is one of the most explosive playmakers in the entire NFL. This is my thoughts on Marquise Goodwin being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. But before I do give you my opinion on the move by the Eagles and the 49ers, make sure that you do spike the like button and, of course, subscribe to The Bottom Line View for more NFL draft and trade thoughts just like this. Also, comment your opinion below. Let me know what you thought of the move. Goodwin to the Philadelphia Eagles to help out Carson Wentz and stretch the field on the opposite side of D-Jax, Deshaun Jackson. So Marquise Goodwin, guys, to the Eagles. When I saw this, I was like, this is exactly what they needed. This is a great trade. This is a great move by Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson, and the Eagles organization. Again, guys, Marquise Goodwin, when he is on the field, which has been a rarity as of late. He's been hurt a lot. He's been banged up a lot. And he hasn't quite been the same player as of late. He's kind of a one-dimensional player. But the one dimension that he brings is blazing speed. And for the Eagles, they've basically been looking for this all draft long and all offseason long, right? He joined Jalen Reagor in the first round, who's a speedster. John Hightower, a fifth-round pick, who's a speedster. Watkins, a sixth-round pick, who's a speedster. Just increase the playmaking ability, downfield threat of the passing game of the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's also not only going to help out the downfield passing attack, but it's going to help out the intermediate and short passing attack because Goodwin is going to stretch the field. Reagor is going to stretch the field. D-Jax is going to stretch the field. And who's underneath? Well, Miles Sanders at running back. And you have Zach Ertz at tight end and Dallas Goedert at tight end. And these players underneath, they're going to be able to work with much more freedom, much more comfortability, I want to say, and just a lot more open space. Like, the ability to run after the catch is going to be there for the Eagles offense. When you watch the Eagles offense last year, a lot of teams just said, hey, we don't need two safeties deep. They don't have anybody that can beat us deep because Deshaun Jackson was hurt. So Alshon Jeffrey's not running by me. I'm just going to play press man and be in his back pocket, and you're not going to beat me down the field. If you're going to moss me, go ahead. But he doesn't really even have those skills anymore. At least it doesn't look like. Maybe he regains them this season in 2020. And honestly, I don't even know if Alshon Jeffrey is going to make the roster. There was thoughts that they might cut him or they might trade him or whatever. So we have to see if Alshon Jeffrey's going to stick around with all these receivers that they've acquired. And it looks like the Eagles are going a different direction with their team, with their offense, with their scheme. And I think that's a good thing. And I think it's only going to help Carson Wentz. And like I said, I think they have a nice balance of guys underneath that can work and run routes. And they have a nice balance of deep threats. They have a nice balance of playmakers when they get the ball in their hands. Like, I think Reagor, that's one of his strengths in the first round. So I think Goodwin, what he brings you independently, not only from a speed perspective, but the guy is a great locker room presence. He's a very hard worker, obviously, being a pro at both sports. And I think Goodwin also gives you like punt return ability as well. So Goodwin is going to come in and he's going to run a simple route tree. He's going to run a go. He's going to run a post. He might run a drag and a comeback. That's basically it, right? For Goodwin, but that's all you need him to do. And I think Peterson is somebody that does understand receivers and what their strengths are and how to get the best out of them. And I think he's going to understand how to get the best out of Goodwin, who hasn't quite been able to get the best out of himself due to the injuries. Now, when you look at his actual cap number In 2020, it's not bad. It's at $3.95 million, which he signed a 3-year extension in 2018 after his best season, I believe, in 2017. So 3.95, not bad. But then you look at 2021, it's $6.45 million. So to me, he probably won't be valuable going into 2021. So it looks like a 1-year move for the Eagles. But if they're able to, maybe he plays pretty well, but not well enough to earn that money, they could restructure his contract going into next season and he could stick around. He's a veteran player, so I don't believe he'll have a huge market. But he's a really good player to have because of that speed. So I'm really intrigued to watch the Eagles going into next season because I want to see how this offense looks, works, how they use all these different speedy guys. And I can only imagine defenses and defensive coordinators staying up at night having to defend all this speed across the field. And I think that's the best thing that the Eagles did. And yes, they probably looked at Andy Reid's Chiefs and said, you know what? We have a very similar offense. They have so many fast guys. What could we do in our offense that's very similar with guys that are this fast? So Carson Wentz about to ball out. I'm excited. Unless Jalen Hurts plays, which let's not talk about that, right, Eagles fans? All right, guys, Crocs, spike the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment your opinion below. What you think of all these receiver moves and the trade for Marquise Goodwin from the 49ers. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Mitch. Peace.